Hello everybody and welcome back to Dead Rising 2. We are now able to start our next case file. And we need to go to the security room to speak to Rebecca and Stacy.
It was TK. He's the one who framed us.
TK? Are you sure?
He admitted it to my face.
But that's not possible. Why would he let his own zombie supply loose? Sabotage his own show?
I saw him with my own eyes.
So you say.
Is that who your source is? TK?
Don't be ridiculous, Chuck.
Whoa, what was that?
It sounded like it came from outside. Looks like someone might be messing with the casino vaults. I can't tell who it is, though.
Then I'd better get out there and find out for myself.
I don't know if she's really brave or just really stupid.
Alright, so now the next case file has started, 3-2, and our objective is going to be go out and stop TK's thugs from robbing all of the casino vaults. So that's kind of a pain in my ass. Not only do I have TK to deal with, but now I have all of his men to deal with as well. So Stacy's going to buzz in and tell us the locations of the vaults. We have to go to every single casino in the strip, so it's kind of a little bit of running around. I'm going to do them in a certain order, though. I have a certain order to do them in, just to make things faster. So the first place we're going to go, of course, is the Americana, just because it's the closest casino, so that makes the most sense. And for this particular case file, I would definitely recommend having food. It's going to help because the mercenaries all carry guns. They're going to be shooting at you, and it can drain your health, especially if you're at a lower level. I'd recommend having a combo weapon. Generally speaking, even with a stronger combo weapon like my Defiler, it may take 1 or 2 swings to kill them. And with something a little bit weaker like the spiked bat, you're going to have to do 2 swings to kill them. There's going to be several mercenaries at each drill, and it can be a bit of a pain to take them out, especially because their gunfire kind of stifles you a little bit. And then, once the mercenaries are gone, you're going to want to destroy the power drill. The Defiler is probably one of the faster weapons for this. It only takes a couple of swings from the Defiler until the drill has been taken care of. But you can use whatever weapon you see fit. You can even pick up their guns and use the guns against the drill. That's also not a bad idea. So now I need to go to the Slot Ranch and the Yucatan, which are all the way across the other side of the city. It's going to take a little bit of traveling, but I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut. Now this takes me all the way over to the arena, which is in the complete opposite direction that I want to go. However, I'm going to be taking the bike and riding the bike all the way across to the other side. And in my mind, this is a lot faster than backtracking all the way back through the Royal Plaza, because either way you're going to have to do a lot of walking. So for now, I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to book it all the way over towards the Slot Ranch and the Yucatan. I'm just going to try and be really careful not to run into anything, because it can be kind of a pain when you get flung off your bike. Because you are going pretty quickly, to be fair. A little bit of a drive, but not too bad. Just gotta be careful. I want to go to the Slot Ranch Casino first, which I think is this way, and then we'll double back and go to the Yucatan. There is a lot of time to do this particular case file, but like with most of the case files, I recommend just doing them right off the bat. That way you have the best opportunity to save all the survivors, fight all the psychopaths, and to finish up the case file with enough time so that you can advance on in the story. So I'm gonna get this done right away. I'm gonna kill these guys. And each time you get to a new drill, it's basically going to be the same thing. You're gonna be fighting a couple of mercenaries. They all have the same weapons, they're all dressed the same, they all have the same power level. There's not like levels of mercenaries and how powerful they are or anything like that. So that's why I recommend having a couple of different weapons, because in between fighting all of these mercenaries and doing damage to these drills, your weapons might break. But once you take care of the mercenaries, it's a lot easier to destroy the drill. Defeating them is completely optional, but because they're shooting at you, it just gets really annoying in my opinion.
Hey.
And of course Stacy's gonna call you in between each drill you destroy, which isn't necessary on her part, I don't think. I guess she's just checking in on you, but the quest arrow is gonna show you where to go anyways, so you most likely aren't gonna get lost or anything like that. Now that that one's taken care of, I'm gonna cut through the mall and go over to the Yucatan. I can also go back the way I came, but I honestly think that they're both equal in walking distance. Plus it's kind of nice to cut through some of the stores sometimes, seeing as how I do travel on the outside of Fortune City quite a lot. But luckily it's a very short walk. These casinos are very, very close together. And here I thought I was gonna have to do more than one video for this mission, but I'm actually making pretty good time. We only have one more drill to destroy after this one, and then we are finished. There's 4 in total, and if you do it quickly, it should only take you a couple of hours. I'm gonna try and sneak up on these guys. They'll fend off zombies, which can sometimes be nice because the zombies will distract them. You can see there with my spiked bat, I had to hit them twice before it did damage. Now where's the door? Oh, the door's wide open, I just didn't see it. Just blind, apparently. Good thing I had those healing items, because god, these guys are annoying. It's not that the gunfire is even that powerful, it's just that it stops you. It makes you stumble, which is really distracting. But these guys are no match for me, and my knife gloves, and my short skirt, and my manly, manly chest hair. The knife gloves don't work nearly as well on the power drill, as you can see, so I think I'll go back to my defiler, which just utterly destroys this thing, I'm telling you. Boom! Done. Excellent. Alright. One last one, and then we are finished.
Hey.
Pick up some money while I'm here. And our last location is actually going to be out on the strip. They are drilling a hole in the Atlantica casino, but they're actually drilling into the casino rather than taking the vault on the inside of the casino. I guess just because the vault there works a little bit differently. Or it's easier that way, I don't really know. I don't ask questions either way. This one's going to be a little bit different. And I do believe that this will always be the last one that you destroy. It kind of goes in somewhat of an order. And from the Yucatan, the area that we need to go is actually a very, very short walk away, which is nice. But I think I'll take my SUV over, simply because I can use that to my advantage. Alternatively, if you don't have the SUV and you want to get there faster, or you want to try and run some people over, you can take Leon's bike if you fought him, because his trailer's over there with the bike in it. But I took a bike last time, so that's kind of boring. Running people over in my big truck is much more satisfying.
Slick.
Let's run over some zombies, shall we? Clear the way, coming through. I got robbers to go and kill. There is a lot of looting going on in this city. But I guess this city would be full of money with all of the casinos around and whatnot. I imagine that it's ripe for the looting, really. Ripe for the picking. I can run over these looters with my SUV, which is fun. Not terribly effective, and I can also ram my SUV into the armored van if I want, which does a little bit of damage. And again, if you're trying to take out the armored van, you absolutely do not have to take out the mercs. However, it's just recommended because they're just a huge pain in the butt. And the armored van is going to have a lot more health than the drills did, for obvious reasons.
Damn it! What do I pay you people for?
We're staying a bit longer than planned, boys.
Fantastic.
You've got a real knack for showing up at the right time, don't you? Have you covered wars or something?
Not until now. Everybody has a first time, Chuck.
So, you believe me now. They're robbing the damn city. That's why they started this. For money. You sure got your story now.
Listen, I've got a meeting with my source tonight. I think maybe it's time you met.
I thought a professional journalist never gave up a source.
I think this is kind of a special case, Chuck. I'll meet you at 11 o'clock in the bar at the Yucatan.
It's a date.
Alright, so we now don't have to worry about any case files until 11 p.m., which is excellent. Alrighty. So now we have a lot of spare time. There's only going to be a handful of survivors to save from now until the next case file, and there's going to be a psychopath battle or two to do. So we're going to be able to spice things up. We haven't really fought a psychopath in a little while, so that'll be a nice change of pace. And I'm definitely going to have a lot of time to kind of screw around, so I'll probably make room for another fun type episode coming up. I'll have a lot of time to do a little bit of gambling and get my money up and, you know, all of those types of things. So I'm just going to wait for the next survivor to pop up, which should be soon. Run her back to the safe house and then stop the video. And the reason that I want to save this particular survivor is because they show you an excellent shortcut, which will cut down your travel time immensely. I just kind of have to wait for it to come up on my watch, which should be soon. And she's in the mall, which is really, really close by. I think the mall is this way, near the food court. And I hope that she shows soon. And now that I have the queen, I should actually use that in a big group of zombies to demonstrate its awesome power. There's not really a huge group nearby. I guess this'll do. Go ahead and drop it, and in a matter of time, heads will just literally explode all around you. And it's just a fun, old explodey time. I quite like it. It's exciting. But anyways, that's just a demonstration of how that works. And maybe the mall isn't this way. Yeah, I have to cut through the Yucatan, actually. This is the quest I wanted. This is Wilted Flower. A woman in distress at the Venus Touch Spa. So that's where our next location is going to be. If these zombies would stop biting me, that would be fantastic. Slowing me down. I always get the location of the food court and the mall mixed up. Either way, they're both really, really close by. Everything in this city is pretty conveniently put together when you think about it. Because even if things aren't close by, you can always get there a little bit faster using vehicles. And every time you level up, Chuck's running speed is also increased, which is insanely helpful. Because I am telling you, he is the world's slowest jogger at the beginning of the game when he's just a little baby Chuck at level 1. For this quest, you're going to want a drink of some sort. It doesn't matter if it's alcoholic, coffee works, pretty much anything that you can drink. The Venus Touch is right outside where we come in, and here we'll find Lynette, who looks like she has been in the tanning bed for a little tiny bit too long. It seems like she got stuck. The lid closed on her and she wasn't able to get out, and of course all the staff are gone, so there was no one here to help her. She's extremely dehydrated, as one would imagine, and so she won't come with you until you offer her the drink. So here, nothing cures dehydration like vodka. Except that's probably the worst thing I could have given you. But no worries, we have other drinks at the safe house. Like some orange juice or some milk. Or maybe a nice cup of water. I could have given her the coffee, but I'm saving that for myself. Alright, so once you pick up Lynette, she wants you to bring her to Brand New You, which is the store that she works at, up on the 2nd floor. And by bringing her there, she'll give you the location of a very, very helpful shortcut. And you can only get this by rescuing Lynette and having her show you. Even if you know the exact location of this shortcut, it won't matter. You have to have it triggered by saving her, unfortunately. So, she's a very, very important survivor to save, especially if you want to save even more time in the game. And it's a pretty short walk from where she was found, really, so here's the store. It looks like a ladies' clothing store. The shortcut is through the changing room. Weird, I don't know how that works, but okay. Using this shortcut, we are now right in the middle of the Royal Flush Plaza. And this is going to bring you right directly by the safe house. So from now on, we are able to use that shortcut at any time we want to go to and from the Royal Flush Plaza and the Palisades Mall. And you can imagine how much time that's going to save instead of walking or even taking a vehicle over to the Yucatan. That cuts having to go through the strip or through the outside entirely. And you can, I do believe you can also escort survivors through there as well, which is nice. Alright, she can enjoy her nice, totally crisp skin. And I'm going to rest up and we will return to Dead Rising 2 in the next video. So thanks for watching and I hope to see you all then.